This is why people need to come to the pre-show. You get great tidbits from Chrissy's weird searches on the internet.
Yes, yes, that's the thing. But I would say enough pre-show. And hello and welcome everybody to the AWKWARDCast, a Keyframe Wonderbout Random Drivel. And today with us, a bunny by the name of Ashley Nichols.
Hi, hello. Yes, that is me. I am the bun.
You're the bun. Yes. Welcome to the show. No, I'm still trying to find a funny side note that we need to look into people with working cameras again. At this point,
but
the good thing is at this point I am so I have a good system to get it still running.
Don't you want to look at the cute bunny for the whole podcast?
It's a good argument.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ashley.
Making the barrier of entry lower.
Nevertheless, Ashley, who are you? What do you do? And why should people care?
So yeah, hi guys. I am Ashley Nichols. I am an animator. I just made Key Leave.
It happens. It happens.
I make a lot of fan animations for Steven Universe. I work freelance, and currently I'm working on the show Hazbin Hotel. So yeah, that's all about me. And to add to our list of apologies, I am still recovering from a cold. So if I sound all stuffy and weird, I apologize.
That's good. Fun. Starting the show with stories, but yeah. So people you might know, or you people watching, you might know her from this tidbit. Not this.
Oh God.
Oh yes, I prepared it. Not yet, but
what?
There. Yeah, this is.
I could watch that Dover Boys animation all day.
Yeah, I mean
it turned out so good.
Instant cult status.
You want to get something in the cult status? Put it in public domain.
Yes, Disney. How about that? No, I'm not constantly
Ashley.
still bitter and feudy about it. In general. Wrong. What?
Oh God. No, not more of my horrible animations. No.
Shut up. It's so good.
I mean, you considered it good enough to re-upload, so don't pretend, lady.
You got me there.
It's one of the better versions of this meme.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm not hip enough with the kids. I didn't even realize it's a meme.
Okay. Let's give NY a little lesson. An animation meme is not like, a normal, like, Dav on the haters meme. It's essentially you have a sequence of a song or some kind of theme that animators do with their own characters or other characters from shows, and usually just has a running, I would guess, sequence, like you had, that it all follows some kind of pattern that people put their own spins on it.
I mean, I'm still subscribed to Mage's channel on YouTube, and that's basically what she did over the last few years. Just those kind of meme animation contributions.
It's fun. It's fun practice. It is really fun.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I hate when people get so shitty about it. It's like, oh, you're just making one repeated loop. Do you know how fucking hard loops are to make? To make them look good.
Also, I get so many comments on my YouTube channel of people just being like, oh, hey, I found your work through an animation meme cringe compilation. It's actually really good. I subscribed. And I'm like, you know what? I'll take it.
But yeah, this is what I just wanted to say. Like, the benefit would be because animation takes forever. It's something that is allowed to be short, because usually those animation memes come with like 20, 30 seconds, a minute at most. It's rather short animation-wise, but it still gets traction due to the fact that it's part of the bigger thing, aka the meme. So, good for you.
But Ashley, besides dying, what have you been up to recently in your life?
God. I recently went to Rose City Comicon in Portland, Oregon, which was a lot of fun. Um, okay, here's a story I could tell from that. I was at a panel with a bunch of editors for Dark Horse, one of them being the lead editor for Hellboy.
Ooh.
And I asked them a question, and I forget what I asked. Oh, yeah. So comics are one thing that I'm kind of interested in getting into as like an addition to being an animator, because a lot of animators also work in comics. And I asked them, like, so as an artist, what are things that I can do to stand out to an editor? And all of the editors were super nice and answered my question. And later, I realized that earlier in the day at that convention, I had bought a black hat that in pink and gold lettering said Daddy across the front of it. And that is what I was wearing while talking to these editors for Dark Horse. And I was like, oh no, why? And so then later in the day, I ran into one of those editors again, and she was like, oh my god, it's you! And I'm like, hi.
It's Daddy.
Daddy hat.
It's Daddy girl.
I apologize. Just like, I'm sorry for talking to you guys while wearing this stupid hat. I was so embarrassed. And they were just like, oh, don't worry about it. It made you stand out. You're fine.
Damn it, I was trying to find a guest of honor list, but doesn't look like it. Okay.
But oof, Ashley, that big oof.
Hey, that's how you make yourself stand out. You make an idiot of yourself.
Very true. And I mean, with you being on the female end of things, you also can wear it more ironically. I mean, people, there are so many people right now out there who regret kind of being called daddy in some circumstances.
If ANY walked up to Chris Pratt wearing a daddy hat, I don't think it would turn out as well.
I am actually starting to accumulate a collection of daddy hats. So I have the pink and gold one that I wore to Comicon. Then I have another one that is a bright yellow trucker hat that says Big Spicy Daddy on it. And then I have another that is like baby blue that says Daddy Game Strong. And I don't know how this started. Like, the only one that I've bought is the pink and gold one. The others have just been given to me. I'm like, is this my thing now?
Who hurt you?
Good, terrible friends.
Who's trying to send you a message like that?
I think the Big Spicy Daddy one is still my favorite one, though.
Oh my god. I feel like you would be the type of person who would find the Foxy Grandpa hat from SpongeBob and be like, mine.
That's a great idea.
Oh god.
You just decided what the next addition to the collection is going to be. I'm evolving
you already have enough
beyond.
daddies. It's time to go to the previous generation.
I've evolved beyond Spicy Daddy and have become a Foxy Grandpa.
Keyframe, I'm so disappointed how you instantly turned to an enabler. I mean, you are here to help her, and what are you doing? Anyway, any other fun things you want to share about either your head collection or your recent life?
Other than that, I've just been working on stuff, but I guess I should save like things that I'm working on for the media discussion or whatever later, because I have nothing else that I can remember to talk about because I'm so well prepared.
Hey,
you're not. Can we just say you're not the most ill-prepared person we've had on the show?
Oh no! Oh, I'm so sorry. Hey, more sorries.
More sorries. Is Lupus doing it? I haven't seen Lupus around anymore. Damn it.
Maybe Lupus has like a little dry erase board at their place, and they're just silently putting the little notch marks on there.
Or he heard me come up with the idea and was like, nope, I'm out.
I come here on Sundays to relax.
And not to work.
Tuesday is my work day for you. In this unpaid internship of counting your deaths.
Well, Denim, if Lupus isn't here, I guess until you have to go to work, it's your job now.
Oh, poor thing.
Kate counts the sorries by people.
You guys are
Mods,
getting a
it is
sorry
your job
counter.
to count the sorries.
You guys are getting a sorry counter. In my live streams, my followers have a sigh counter. Because apparently when I'm drawing, I sigh constantly. And I think it got up to like they only started counting it towards the very end of the stream, but it got like over 20 something. And so getting stressed out about that counter being there just made me sigh more. And now I'm incredibly self-conscious about when I sigh.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it already.
My followers gave me a complex.
I'm surprised that my viewers haven't given me a snort counter yet. Because when I laugh hard, I tend to snort, and people like pointing that out. It started with
Or
just
taking
friends.
a drink.
It started with him making it a drinking game. Then friends started to point it out. now everyone knows.
Oh my god, Lupus is actually on the case.
Oh, I told you.
Oh my god. Crap, I'm behind. I need to get more sorries in.
I hope you are sorry for being behind.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, Keyframe.
So it was.
What's going on in your week, or has been going on?
I have been doing things. Sorry,
my.
One of the things that I'm doing requires me going to my video manager because I want to find a particular moment from something that happened this week. Because I guess I'll just search for it silently. But the thing is, so I've been working on stuff to pass the time of, when you don't have anything else going into your life. Work till you die. Mostly commission stuff. I got an inking job on an illustration for, I think, this children's book thingy, and so I did the inks for that in 2 days, staying up till 4 a.m. like an adult. And I've also been just working on some original stuff. I took a screenshot of what I'm working on right now. It's a furry thing. Everything's covered up. Twitch. I just really like how the lighting is turning out, and I'm like, it feels so good to work on my own shit.
Once again, everything is covered up.
Yeah, I've been working on stuff for other people for weeks, and I just need, and now I'm just working on my own things, and it feels so good. I'm
good.
Like, I can make stuff to put into my portfolio now.
So,
that isn't other people's shit.
So
I like the lighting.
At what furry convention can people buy the print of this?
I haven't signed up for a furry con yet. I don't have enough artwork for that. But I will probably be putting this on my Society 6 so people can buy stuff with this on it.
Great, now I have to put the link down in the description. What is Society 6?
Society 6 is kind of like Redbubble and stuff, but it gives more money to the artist. Amber's has one as well, so that's where I got the idea from.
Link down in the description
eventually,
below.
I'm only using it as a placeholder though, because eventually, when I get a little bit bigger, I want to just have my own dedicated store, so I don't have to go through a middleman, and just find proprietors that will print shirts and print posters and stuff, have them with me, and I can mail them myself, because then I know the quality of what I'm shipping. You kind of have to just put it into the hand of the website that their methods are good, and I want to know I'm giving a good product. That's the great thing about cons. I print my own shit. But so I've been working on that. I had a meeting with DA Games the other day, so I can't say specific things, but I was working on some animation things for a Bendy video. That's already been known that I've been working on it, but we finally nailed down what exactly I'm doing. We're working on an animation skit thing that I'm going to be doing the storyboards for. And in a future song for the channel, I'm actually going to be a vocalist for it. I'm finally singing on one of the DA Games songs. It's a song for Doki Doki Literature Club.
Nice.
Can you disclose which girl you are?
I can disclose which girl I am. I can't say who else is going to be in the song or what the song's about besides the game. But he already said on Twitter he's making a Doki Doki song.
Okay.
I'm going to be Natsuki. I'm going to be the pink.
Nice.
The thing is, I always say that if I was going to be a girl...
Artists, you know what to do. Go ahead. Nuts frame. We need nuts frame art.
Nuts frame. The thing was, originally I was going to be Yuri, but when we were discussing the other vocalists, they were like, you know, Key, I think you would fit really good as Natsuki, too. Because I was saying, oh, if I'm using my alto voice, my lower voice, basically the voice I use for Celestia and shit, I could be Yuri. But like if I use my normal voice or my higher register, I could be Sayori or whatever. And they were like, how about Natsuki? I'm like, oh, well, I guess that's better than the girl that hangs herself or stabs herself or corrupts the whole game. Okay, I'm the pure one. I'm the pure one everyone feels bad for. Fitting.
Doki Doki is a sad game.
And at the end of the day, you will be buff.
Oh yeah, buff Suki. But no, the other I have one other tangent, and then I can see if I'm going to find what I was doing. I went to Walmart last night. Great story, I know. I went to Walmart to get candles because I know that I'm the peak image of femininity. No, but I like candles. I like things that smell nice, and I like things that burn. I like fire.
Relatable.
Yo, hashtag relatable. I love burning things. But no, I was in Walmart. Brett was over getting he was shopping for some of his own stuff while I was just in the other aisle getting a candle. And then this guy, whose looks I can only describe, Max and the stream viewers will only understand, think Yuri, but taller and American. Just
so he's
walked
fat?
up, not fat, but just taller.
Okay, fair.
Like he's Yuri if he was your height.
Okay.
So terrifying. And then he just walked up behind me and he was like, hey, you like candles?
That's the best pickup line I've ever heard.
I mean...
And I'm just standing there like, yeah. And then he's like, yeah, I do too. He grabs a candle and starts sniffing it while looking at me. And I was like, bye!
Oh, he tried so hard.
You could have moved the cliche even further by being like, yes, and so does my boyfriend.
He was on the other end of the store. I was just like, and it wasn't me like moving away quickly. I let him know how creepy he was. I was just like,
okay. But really, Brett is leaving you alone in the candle department. Doesn't he know?
Walmart at night. Don't you know that 70% of kidnappings happen in the candle department at Walmart at night?
It's very true. I saw the statistics.
I made them myself.
Which explains a lot.
The other thing was, I stream on Mondays. I'm getting back into them. And since it's getting close to Spooktober and stuff, I want to stream horror games. So I was like, what horror games do I have in my Steam library that I already have downloaded on my computer? I had Five Nights at Freddy's. Here's the thing.
That game's terrifying.
Well, here's the thing. I have the first Five Nights at Freddy's, and I played it. Everyone was like, oh, a few years late, aren't you? Look, I am terrified of mannequins and animatronics. I can be around them in a store and stuff, but they give me the willies if I see like an old Chuck E. Cheese animatronic. I don't like them.
Oh yeah, look at those wide open eyes. Somebody is not happy. Wait.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I actually got to night 5 on the first time. I'm actually pretty good at the game.
Oh wait, so I need to go forward. Okay, we are now near night 2.
But here's the thing. One, Brett, Kichi, and Riley both stormed into my room at different times to scare me. Because they were watching the stream in the other room. And how do I know this? I could hear it from the TV. I'm like,
that's great.
You fuckers. But I got to night 4, and apparently Freddy hates me because he kept popping up when I was at like 4 or 5 a.m. and I had to play night 4 like 4 times. And you could see me getting progressively more and more angry to the point that I was at 5 a.m. on night 4. He comes in and I almost bruised my hand because I hit my...
Oh yeah, you actually look more angry than afraid. You are like...
Oh no, if you're getting close to the end of the stream, I made it through night 4 by not talking for the entire duration of it. I was just like...
In the zone.
In the zone. And I could see my comment section on my phone being like, is she okay? Is she okay? But I got so angry at one point, I went, but harder. And the stream was like, Chrissy, stop! And I was like, and I was just silent, and then I just started the game again. But I made it. And the moment I win in night 4, you could see me, like, turn into a ball of joy.
Like, oh, it's over.
I wonder if you could find it. like skip a little bit to see if you can find if this is the 6 a.m. moment. There we go. Just look at my face.
Aww.
Finally! But that was my week of getting terrified by starting with being terrified by animatronics and then drawing furry smut. So I think a pretty good week.
That's a good way to spend time.
I guess.
What about you, Max?
I first of all, I took notes.
Okay, good.
I'm so desperate. I need to take notes to remember what happened to me during the week. But yeah, let's go through it backwards. I had a phenomenally productive day today.
Okay.
So because I'm getting first of all on Friday I actually ordered a new TV. Like, I didn't own a TV in 2018 in 15 years.
Oh boy.
Whoa.
Yeah, in 15 years, this is I believe the first TV I own again. I stayed a little bit longer in the old flat, but nevertheless, in this old flat where I lived, I had a TV, but I didn't use it too much. But yeah, in at least a decade. So over a decade, I didn't have a TV, and now I ordered one. So yeah.
Oh my god.
So to get this TV, I also rearranged everything. This was already last week. I mean, you have seen the wall before. But yeah, today I actually did the cleanup of all the mess I created last week, and so I cleaned everything up. I got Keyframe knows my stack of paper I always have. I got rid of it. The stack of paper is gone.
Oh my god!
It is.
You're growing. Wait, is it the stack of paper that's in the binder, or just a random stack of paper you always have?
The random stack.
Okay.
So
because the binder's full of nice things.
I know. No, 90% of it obviously went into the trash, and then the other ones went into binders and folders and shit. So yeah, it's then I grabbed a lot of stuff that has been around up here forever and put it into the basement where it belongs. So it's really spooky. Like, I believe ever since I moved here, this flat is now the cleanest it has ever been. This is so...
That's terrifying. I've cleaned your flat.
Shush.
It's...
Then I actually, in the moment of celebration, I also vacuumed it. I talked to my neighbors and exchanged phone numbers with them, so we can especially arrange when the TV arrives next week that they can let it in and shit.
Is that the neighbor I had to talk through Google Translate?
You talked to the wife, I talked to the man, but yes, the same neighbors. the ones with the key. So yeah, I could swear I did even more. I mean, I also cooked, I showered. Yesterday was less productive, so I started.
Played Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, I know. I started the day with just a little bit of Fallout New Vegas. Mm-hmm. At 4, I went grocery shopping. And then I played a little bit more Fallout New Vegas, and I even forgot to upload the new Terraria episode, which will come out for the people viewing live right after this show.
You need to just make scheduled uploads. You do know you could schedule an upload, right?
I know.
Then why don't you do it?
It's too obvious.
Welcome to the old married coupled cast.
Oh! But yeah, so that happened. Then earlier this week, I finally got around, because here's the thing. People might have heard it that at the end of October, I will once again come over to America due to the fact that I have been invited to the marriage of our friends Will and Katie. Mm-hmm. And earlier this summer, my ESTER, which stands for Electronic...
this story.
Yes.
Oh boy.
What does it even stand for? Electronic bullshit. Electronic System of Travel Authorization, which
Americans don't need.
I believe Keyframe, tell me, do you as an American need anything but your passport to enter the EU?
Nope.
This is a very...
I check every country that I have to do connections at too. It's less like, nope, you just need your passport if you're an American citizen.
Did you need to do this for the UK when you traveled there for Comicon?
Nope, didn't need one either. The only time you need an extra piece of paper as an American is if you're staying there for over 3 months.
Denim, when you traveled to Japan, did you needed to, in advance, ask the Japanese government for a documentation that you are allowed to enter their country? The answer
Do you need an ESTA?
Yeah. But yeah, then I will probably... No, this, I assume you don't need it for the majority... Nope, also just passport. So America... I mean, the cliche of a paranoid American is not new, but yeah, guys, there you have it. America is probably one, if not the one, only civilized Western world country which demands from every visitor to jump through ridiculous hoops, and I believe I talked about it before, that you have those nice yes-no questions like, do you plan any terroristic activities? Yes, no.
Yes. Are you sure you want to like this?
I'm a terrorist, but I'm a terrorist and I plan to kill thousands of people, but I do not want to lie. So yes. I mean, for shits and giggles last time, this time not, but 2 years ago when I got my ESTER the first time, I actually just selected a yes for shits and giggles on one of those questions, and instantly there was a pop-up window which was like, are you really sure you want to say yes? If you say yes, we cannot allow you to come here. You better say no. Okay, no. I say no then if you don't. I mean, we talked about this before, but still, the mindset behind it, what? So... why are you asking those questions if you don't want to hear a yes? Just so that what's the institution behind it? U.S. Customs and Border Protection. Mm-hmm. Just so that the Customs and Border Protection can then claim innocence, like, we asked them and they said no. How could we know that they are terrorists? Seriously, what? Who? Anyway, so this trap for very stupid and honest terrorists. Besides, so mine ran out like in June or something, and I was like, hey, the wedding is only in October. I don't need to get a new one right away. So instead, I waited a few more months, and I believe 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was like, I really should get my ESTER by now, because I've heard it takes a few weeks sometimes, and I have the wedding at the end of October. I already booked my flight.
And I was reminding him, hey, have you booked the hotel yet?
Yeah, no. This was I actually did this a few weeks ago, and I went through the thing. I did the ESTER, everything. Okay, and then I was holding back on getting the hotel because I was like, hey, if for some reason my ESTER does not get through, at least I only have paid for the plane ticket and not also for the hotel. So yeah, but Keyframe asked me last week, like, hey, have you checked out the hotel? Which I, by the way, still need to do. And I was like, right. Let's check my ESTER. So I went to the homepage of the ESTER and I put in, and it was like, hey, there's a button in the top bar that's like, hey, what's check status of my application? So I clicked it and I was like, have you an application number? No, I don't have an application number. You assholes never sent me anything but your PayPal. But PayPal sent me more than you. Because PayPal... did I mention that this service also costs money? So you are not only not allowed to enter the American country, the country of America, you also have to pay for this right to visit this country. You guys are lucky that you have a lot of...
I mean, we have to pay to buy passports, so...
Yeah, but you guys are lucky that you have a lot of shit going on over there that's actually worth visiting. But wow, if for example France would do this, France would not have tourists anymore because everybody would be like, why should I travel? Okay, France also has nice land sites. Okay, I'm just not.
If Germany did this, no.
Yes, exactly. Okay, if Germany would first of all make people jump through hoops and demand money for it, nobody would travel to Germany anymore. That's a good point. And we are a bureaucracy-stricken country, so that we don't do this tells you guys a lot. Nevertheless, I should really get on with my story. So I checked my status. I gave in my number, and it was like, your application has expired. Yes, I know it has expired, but a few weeks ago I made a new one and I would like to check the process on this one. Thank you very much. So I tried here, as you saw multiple times by me picking it up, I have my old one, and this old one has a, 12-digit application number. So I was like, okay, I'm desperate. Let's check if my old 12-digit application number maybe still works. I go to the other option where I actually can enter. I enter it, and then it's like, it's like, yeah, you have an application. Yeah, your application is approved and everything. Like, but I don't. No, it didn't save it. No, this one says. No, the first one says there is no application, no application sound, and this one tells me the application is expired. I'm like, what the fuck? So I enter the entire thingamajig again. I once again claim not to be a terrorist. I once again claim to not, what they're asking silly stuff. But yeah, so I fill everything out. I have finally finished it. I click send button, and then it's like, excuse me, we already have an application from you.
Oh,
You
no.
just told me on the other page that it's expired. So eventually I was like, fuck it. They had a hotline on the page, so I called from my German mobile the American number. I was stuck in the waiting line for 10 minutes. Like listening to not even good music. I mean, some institutions at least have good music, but no, it was not good music. It was constantly interrupted by this generatic computer voice telling me in an annoying tone, like, "We are there for you 24/7, but right now we are very busy. Please hold the line or check the website." I'm coming from the website, bitch. So eventually this lady picks up and we talk, and she's like, "Do you have a middle name?" I'm like, "Yes." Just go to the option where you you don't have an application number, and enter your first name plus middle name in the first name field, and then the last name. And I'm like, okay, I'm doing that now. I'm entering my first name and combined with middle name. Ta-da! Application there. Okay, I take it. Now I know
I'm annoyed.
I'm very annoyed, and I'm also to the lady like, maybe if this is a common thing, because she was like, yeah, put in your middle name. This is a new thing in the system we changed, and I'm like, maybe if this is a common thing, you might want to put this in the Q&A on your page because I checked this before. Yeah. And then I basically after that I joined Key and the gang for some hots, and I told them the story, and they were like asking me, "Dude, did this lady have an accent?" Like, yes, kind of an Hispanic accent.
Yes.
So the lady working in the border control of the United States has an Hispanic accent. Isn't this a thing?
I like Mr. Joe Mule's thing in Twitch. This is as sad as Keyframe stories.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I have an happy end because I actually had my Esther the entire time. I was panicking over, not over nothing, but I was panicking over shitty communication because to this day they haven't sent me an email with all my information. Anyways, I still have one final thing which is probably shorter because at the beginning of this week I had an interesting thing. I was riding home on my bike. People, I've talked about this before. I have a little bit, or I'm a little bit on the faster end of things when it comes to riding the bike.
Did you finally run someone over?
No. But,
Okay.
So I there is this once on my way home. So I'm speeding along. It's rush hour, so I'm actually speeding past like 5 bikes or whatever that are slower than me. And there's this one spot where it's an actual crosswalk for people, but nobody ever uses it. I think so I'm speeding there, and then I see people coming close to it, but usually all people who come close to this crosswalk either just continue along the street or turn into the street. And now this lady with the small child does a sudden 90-degree angle and turns on the crosswalk, and I'm like, whooshing, both brakes, and I feel my behind. I feel like the frontal wheel is blocking. The behind wheel is leaving the ground.
Oh no!
It does a 180. The behind wheel falls back down, and I'm looking face to face to the biker behind me. Like, whoa!
You did some BMX shit right there. Holy crap!
I did, and I really. I came there, I braked, boing, and I stood like this, and then face to face. The lady was on the phone, and she was like, she was just ending her phone call, and I was like, whoa, this was a thing. And she was like, yeah.
Good God, at least you didn't hit a child.
So this experience is on the one hand good and bad. On the good hand, it's like, I know that I'm actually in control enough with this speed that I do not necessarily kill anybody. On the bad hand, I now know that I'm in control enough on the speed that I don't kill anybody.
Oh, you're going to become more of a danger than you already are.
But yeah, this was more than enough from me this week.
What is your media?
Yeah, I guess I go into my media because it will be a shorter one.
Okay, good.
So anybody who is following me on Twitter might already be able to guess it. So as Keyframe already did in the pre-show. So for some reason it popped up when I was watching YouTube in my sidebar as random recommendation. No, it did not pop up as random recommendations. Oh my God, I recall now. It was Philip DeFranco.
Oh yeah, he does. It was Today in Awesome, wasn't it?
Yes, he did this in a Today in Awesome. It actually sounded interesting. I checked it out, and then more popped up as recommendations in the sidebar, and I actually started watching more of Iconic Character Breakdown on GQ. I'm not sure if the channel GQ has anything useful else to offer. I scanned a little bit through the other content and
It's
nothing.
just a YouTube channel based off a magazine.
Ah, okay, fair. But yeah, I'm not sure if this channel in general is worth subscribing because yeah, it as Key said, it's a magazine, so it has a lot of different categories and topics. But this particular topic, like breaking down their favorite. Their most iconic roles. They have 17 videos. The newest one actually came out today, I believe, or yesterday, whatever. And as you can see with the little red bars below, I already watched the vast majority of it, not all of it, and I can say it's actually, depending on the person, actually very interesting. I mean, when you have people like Will Arnett, for example, he's a very charismatic guy, and when he breaks down his roles, it's like very from the heart. You like it. It's like you smile along. Simon Pegg, obviously, no surprise there. Jason Bateman was also more the calmer end, but a nice watch actually. Paul Bretty also had a few nice, interesting stories from the set. Or Hugh Grant, also very charming to watch, and having a little bit of his anecdote. How if you have watched any Hugh Grant films and you are like, he's always playing the same character. Actually, he tells in this like, yeah, and I was asking them to not play the same character, and then the President in Love, actually, it was exactly the same character. So he's actually completely aware that he gets typecasted as fuck, and he's actually not happy with it. It's pretty amazing. Sadly, a bit disappointed was Terry Crews. I mean, I think like, yeah, Terry Crews is like awesome bro.
What was disappointing about it?
I don't know. I watch it for yourself, but it was just like he didn't have any interesting to say. Yes, he was his usual smiley, charmy self, but it was like it was very boring to watch. Nicholas Cage is basically what you would expect from him, like being a little bit in his zone and talking about, oh yeah, I was trying to channel my my things, and it's like, wow.
Nice said, not the bees.
Yeah.
I was channeling Shakespearean actors.
Yeah, no.
Oh my god.
I was channeling my Klaus Kinski, so this German extreme actor. It was kind of interesting, but surprisingly boring because Interview, as crazy as all his roles are, Interview Nicolas Cage is a very dry person. Let's put it like this. But yeah. Obviously, the link to this playlist will be in the description down below. The majority of them are very good picks in the actors they asked for. Even some of the actors where I'm not aware of who they are and what they do, watching it was kind of interesting. And then I was like, oh, fuck yeah, you are that guy. I actually do know you. This kind of thing.
Good one. If they could get Tim Curry before he dies to talk about his roles, I would love to hear him talk about Rocky Horror Picture Show, and then
Tim Curry would be amazing.
And then every voice role he's ever done.
I mean, it's the
Tim
most,
Curry is a treasure.
Yeah, I mean, it's the most iconic role. So sometimes they have the numbers, sometimes they don't. Oh no, they only did the numbering in the beginning, then they gave up.
Tim Curry, how do you feel about playing a giant cloud of smog that awoke in many people?
But yeah, the iconic characters list. It's an interesting watch. So if you have any interest in seeing a little bit the people behind the roles and how they actually felt about it, check it out, definitely. So this was my medium.
Yeah. Ooh, get character actress Margot Martindale. Sorry, but two things.
No spoilers, but I'm so happy.
Yeah, I'm not. This is two things. One, I forgot to put this in my week because it happened right before the podcast. I have a friend named Hiccups who does some amazing artwork on Twitter and stuff. And she was talking about these pair of leggings that she really wanted to buy. I'm putting the tweet chain here. Yeah, there we go. I accidentally put it twice.
I know Hiccups.
Yeah, and she puts, I kind of want to get these leggings, but I'm not sure if I should. And I put, originally as a joke, girl, if you get them, I'll get them. Leggings sisters. And she bought them.
Oh, no.
Saying, your move.
Oh, boy.
And hold on, I have a link to what these leggings look like.
Yeah, I see it. Oh, boy.
So I'm just putting the link to the actual product right here. That thumbnail picture is great. And
those leggings are so good.
What's wrong with it?
This is porn gear right there. I mean,
yeah.
This red part is not part of the legging, is it?
No, it is.
Oh, it is. Okay. Oh, okay.
It's
then
part
it's
of the
fine.
legging, and then there's a second layer that has the garter belt part.
Oh, and you can. The second layer is just not knit in all the way. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, there you go.
Fair enough.
There's nothing porny about that.
They become a little bit more aesthetically pleasing to you.
Because for a moment I thought only the black part was the legging. I was like, oof.
No.
The girders and the straps help you with all the yoga that you'll be doing while wearing those leggings, obviously.
Yeah. But like I said in the tweet thread, I am a woman of my word, and I bought them.
Bum, bum, bum.
Nice.
She bought the white ones, and I bought these dark red ones, and I'm like, perfect. We'll be Just saying though.
Now you only need to live close enough to each other to go into the gym together.
Now here's the thing. This is the thing I fear. What if I wear them and I like it. I bought these for a goof, but these actually feel comfortable, and they make my ass look nice.
Wait, you're already wearing them?
No.
Oh,
I'm wearing my normal black leggings right now, but I'm saying my fear is that I'm going to wear them.
Oh, they have not arrived yet. I see.
I'm going to get them. Of course, I'm going to try them on.
Yes, this happened an hour ago. I see. We are seeing live history happening.
Yeah, I'll be like, oh, and I put them on. I'm like, oh no, I like them.
But yeah, while we're already on Twitter, do you want to talk about your medium?
My media is probably the best media I've ever brought to the podcast. Say hello to Bongo Cat. Now, what is Bongo
Whoa,
Cat?
loud! That's what Bongo Cat is.
Oh boy, no. Bongo Cat is this meme with this cat that just cats up and down on instruments.
Yeah. I have the feeling that I will get a copyright notice on this upload.
Sorry, but I'm not.
I mean, I clicked it, but yeah.
But no, see, the thing is, Bongo Cat just started with a cat playing the bongos. And then it went into the cat playing September by Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Obviously.
Then it went into the Bongo Cat Twitter that does nothing but retweets memes of Bongo Cat, the most wholesome meme to ever meme.
Oh, there we go.
Because
bow bow.
I love this so much.
This is, I have the feeling, this is your magnum opus. You are, or both of you probably, are striving for that one day you create an animation that reaches this level of widespreadness and a wholesomeness and meme.
Yes.
One day.
That's
I can dream. I can dream of meme.
Oh my god, what the hell is going on here?
I'm just so happy with looking because the Bongo Cat Twitter is either the Bongo Cat videos or pictures that are like, this is good shit, protect this shit, like, because people just love the Bongo Cat so damn much.
He's so good and pure.
It's so good and pure, and because all you see is this little cat peeking over, there is nothing to make unpure, internet.
I'm not sure. What is he saying here? Oh my god, Bongo Cat is German.
Yes. No. Max.
He just sang in German. Or did you guys hear him sing in English? Is this maybe that everybody hears Bongo Cat sing in their own language?
Here's the thing. Bongo Cat can be whatever you want him to be. Or her. Or it.
It is.
Bongo Cat transcends all.
Bongo Cat is just a friend. It is just a friend.
Commitment.
These are at someone's school.
Yes.
Someone put Bongo Cat are at someone's school.
That's
I love
beautiful.
this Twitter so much. I found one though that's one of my favorites, and I'm trying to find it again. I know that when we were telling Ashley, like 2 hours to the show, Ashley, I did send one that's also one of my favorites. That just it going ba-da-ba.
Bongo Cat HD.
Bongo Cat fan art. Someone did a Bongo Cat of Neon Cat, like nya nya nya, which.
Oh, I love that one.
It sounds disturbingly.
The official Play Overwatch Twitter did a Bongo Cat meme.
Oh shit, Bongo Cat is angry.
God.
Where it. Hold on, let me get it. I can find it.
Angry Bongo Cat.
It's right here. Click on this in Skype.
Okay, I do it. Oh boy, what did I do?
It is the official Overwatch Twitter. Saying feel that music.
And this is Bongo Cat music? Oh, there he is, okay.
Oh,
there's Bongo Cat! This meme has transcended so much Overwatch. The official Overwatch took time to make this Bongo Cat meme.
Huh.
I can see what is his name? Lucio?
Lucio.
And Bongo Cat being best friends.
Oh,
I like this headcanon.
I accept it. But yes, guys, if you need a dosage of...
No.
What?
Sorry. They are not best friends. Bongo Cat is Lucio's pet. That's where the Bongo Cat learned to play the bongo. Lucio taught it the way of the music and the jam.
Why
saved
can't
him from the streets as a
Lucio's
kitten.
cat be his best friend?
Because it
This
makes
is
so much
also
more
fair.
sense. I mean, Bongo Cat is a cat. It's just a cat. But it learned the music from Lucio.
And I was saying Bongo Cat is healing, and that's what Lucio does, so there you go.
It makes me think of okay, so there was a special called The 9 Lives of Garfield that aired in like the 80s, and one of his past lives used to be this cat that loved hearing his owner play the piano to the point that the cat died on the piano.
Jesus Christ! What the heck, Garfield?
I'm just, what the heck, Garfield? Ashley Nichols 2018. Just imagining that, but with Bongo Cat and Lucio's.
That's some dark
DJ
shit right
table.
there.
But no, if you guys want a dosage of purity onto your timeline, because the world is full of shitty people, hot takes, political drama, people posting things on Tumblr and Twitter having unfortunate cropping.
I know that last one.
And if you enjoyed my meme review,
Well, the link is in the description down below. Okay, Ashley, what's your medium? Is it yourself?
Okay. I'm gonna
I have
talk
prepared
about
yourself.
me.
Wait, where is it? There, I have prepared yourself.
I also have something to put in the description. Just saying.
I mean,
There's a Bongo.
BongoCat.com. Oh my god.
Wait. Wrong link. I did find it though. It is a Bongo Cat website.
Oh my god.
Hold on. It's bongo.cat.
That is a beautiful link name.
Here you go.
Oh my god. Okay, so we talked about earlier how I did the kawaii anime Dora standpipe for the Dover Boys Reanimate. So,
oh no, I distracted him. I'm sorry, Ashley.
I'm distracted now too. It's fine.
No, and the thing is,
Bongo
look at the little
Cat
directions on the top. You get more instruments.
Oh my god, that's so good. I am going to play with that like crazy.
I'm sorry. I'm. Oh, there it went.
Okay, let's get to Ashley's video. We spent enough time with the cat.
There's no such thing as enough Bongo Cat.
I guess the Bongo Cat website, not just the Twitter, but also now the website is in the description down below.
The unmitigated joy on ANY's face when he saw the bongo could be played. That was beautiful. It was like a child.
Well, guys, you better deal with it.
Oh my god.
Anyway, Ashley, you've been trying to talk about your art.
So I worked on the Reanimate for Dover Boys, and I made it super anime and kawaii. And so now I'm working on a new Reanimate with the director of DreamWorks Too Loud and Vivzy Pop, who is the director for Hazbin Hotel, the other show that I'm working on. Well, the only show that I'm working on currently. Hopefully working on more in the future. Cry. But anyway, that one is going to be the Cartoon All-Stars Reanimate, which is like a drug PSA featuring Bugs Bunny, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Winnie the Pooh, Alf, like all this crazy Garfield, all this crazy stuff. And so I'm like, okay, what can I do to top what I did before? And so, oh my god, that's finally released. I didn't realize it was up yet.
Oh yeah, an hour ago. Live history again.
Angel, my boy.
Did you do cleanup on any parts in this video?
I didn't, but I wanted to. I am doing cleanup on one Angel shot soon, though, and I died. Like, I am so happy. He is my husbando, eternally and forever.
The spider guy, or?
Yes, Spider-Man.
A drug vending machine.
Oops.
Oh my god.
My drugs.
My drugs!
Obviously. I have not watched it before, but I saw it coming. Yeah, but...
So, for the Cartoon All-Stars Reanimate, the shot that I picked for my bit that I'm going to reanimate is Tigger jumping into the high kid's arms because like what's happening is like a kid gets super high and starts seeing all these cartoon characters. So I'm having
As you do.
the shot where Tigger jumps into his arms. And so I'm like, okay, how do I make this more mortifying than anime Dora Standpipe? So I decided that I'm going to start working on this probably today. But I've already got like the groundwork going. I'm probably going to turn Tigger into like a giant sexy furry and have him
Oh, dude, keep
dive
talking.
into this kid's arms
Wait.
and just
Rules 63 Tigger or actual Tigger?
Actual Tigger.
So-
You want a female Tigger?
I mean, if she says
oh my god, I was
sexy,
thinking of
she said sexy anime, and my
Yeah,
my
but that
first
could also be a really buff dude.
I don't
okay,
understand
now
it.
I'm torn because I was thinking of just a big buff furry dude, like a la
Wait,
Zootopia
hold on.
and the Tiger Dancers.
Hold
But
on,
now,
Ashley. I
I
have
could make him a
something to
furry
inspire
lady.
thee.
I mean, why would I personally be interested in any female furry characters? Even though there's a lot more, but you cannot. There's a lot more, but the camera is cut off.
So what I'm planning on doing is like having him dive into the kid's arms and then like caress his face with his tail, and it's gonna be freaking mortifying, and I can't wait.
Is it like the picture that I just put in the Skype chat?
Oh god.
Ooh la la. Oh no, I put it in the wrong. Whoop.
Yes, exactly. Beautiful.
But the other way. Wait, is Tigger taking the little boy, or is the little boy jumping on Tigger? Wait, this is the same direction. Or is Tigger jumping on the little boy?
He's like jumping into his arms, and it's so weird and awkward and out of nowhere. And I'm like, how do I make this even worse than it already is?
I mean, actually,
So I just
in all fairness, if you keep Tigger above dude, it probably is more awkward than turning him in a female. So if you want to go for really awkward, stay with the guy and not the gender
yes,
bend one.
good.
Or gender
okay.
or gender bend both. Just for this one shot, it's a dude the entire time, but for this one shot, both of them are gender bend.
Both of them are sexy furry ladies. Got it.
Hey, you understand me,
God.
girl. You understand me.
I just looked up the Cartoon All Stars Wikipedia page to be like, who's in this special? So if you guys haven't seen the beautiful,
I tried to
beautiful
find something.
special
Yes.
that is the Cartoon All Stars to the Rescue, that was produced by Walt Disney's son.
This is
And
also
What?
Yes, it was produced by Roy E. Disney, and it had for people in when this aired in different countries, the prime minister or president or whoever is your head of state had
Did
an
an
opening thing.
announcement.
So George Bush and his wife had an opening statement at the beginning of this special back in the day. And in this special, you have cartoon characters of Alf from Alf the Animated Series, the classic show, the Chipmunks, Simon, Alvin, and Theodore, Huey, Dewey, and Louie from DuckTales, Garfield from Garfield and Friends, Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck from Looney Tunes, Kermit, Piggy, and Gonzo from Muppet Babies, Winnie the Pooh and Tigger from Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, Slimer from The Real Ghostbusters, Papa Smurf, Brady Smurf, Hefty Smurf, and Smurfette from The Smurfs, and only Michelangelo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
This was very important that it was only Michelangelo.
And they said Infinity War was the most ambitious crossover.
I know,
of all time.
right?
With music
Drugs
by
are bad.
Alan Menken, the guy who made music for all the Disney Renaissance movies,
Oh
and
my
Guy
God.
Moon, the guy who made the theme song and all the music for Fairly Odd Parents and Danny Phantom.
Oh my god, what the hell? And I'm turning it into that.
I mean,
Yes.
all this great talent
Let-
to deeply, deeply disrespect.
here's where I know it from, because I know it as well. I know it from the Nostalgia Critic actually talking about it, and I will put the link to Nostalgia Critic's review into the description down below.
Oh, and the smoke. The villain of the movie is played by George C. Scott. So Patton from Patton, the guy. Yeah, bastard, I read your book. And from Dr. Strangelove and Scrooge in the 1984 Christmas Carol.
Oh my
You're an Academy Award-winning actor playing the smoke in your cartoon All-Stars video.
Yep.
That whole video is such a drug trip.
And you're animating on it.
I'm
And
very excited to make it horrifying.
And you're dedicated to make it even worse. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Where do people actually find this? Because I believe your part on the Dover Boys Reanimated is not on your channel, is it?
No, it is not. I haven't uploaded it there at all.
Oh, but
Okay,
but you would upload it there probably with.
Yeah, eventually.
Okay.
Everybody go subscribe to my YouTube channel. Woo!
Exactly.
So who's hosting this? Because Zorel hosted the Dover Boys one. Who's hosting the Cartoon All Stars?
I hope I'm pronouncing his name. Nico Kaleo, the director of Too Loud, and Vivzy Pop, the showrunner of Hazbin Hotel. So I'm not sure who's gonna post it. I'd imagine Vivzy, maybe. So yeah, I don't know. Keep an ear out for it.
But
Go follow Ashley on
Exactly.
Twitter for updates.
Exactly. Follow Ashley on Twitter and YouTube, and then you have the best chance to not miss it. I mean, it will probably be unmissable. I mean, even I was never behind the Dover Boy thingamagig, and still I caught wind of the Dover Boy Reanimated within hours it came out. So the internet
thing
is
was
strong.
everywhere.
I know. So I'm pretty confident that this other one will be even more everywhere.
I'm excited. It's going to be very, very horrifyingly beautiful.
Looking forward to it.
But I guess we should go onwards and upwards to
This is.
question time.
This is yeah, I'm on it.
No, I actually was going to. That was the new theme song.
Too late.
Question
Too
time.
late.
No. Okay, well, here we go.
Ask the awkward cast. Let's see how long their sanity will last. They'll answer anything, both weird and forward, so long as the questions are always awkward. Question time. It's Q&A. Oh, it's question time. It's the Q&A. It's question time.
Very wholesome. Very wholesome.
That was rather beautiful.
Our friend Unirob made it for us, and now we have to be like, hey, thank you for making this theme song. Can you make it shorter?
Like,
Can you just play like a single riff on your ukulele going like dun question time?
I mean, in all fairness, I could probably just edit it down to a 10-second thing instead of having the full one play. I mean, I also cut down the entire awkward theme song to a shorter version for the credits every week. So, questions. Now I probably did I just close Discord completely? That was
Well,
kind
I
of
will
ugly.
ask the first question.
Oh boy.
From Enigma Royal Prince to Ashley only.
Ooh,
Okay.
I will see. I will.
People get a break from hearing us talk.
I will answer it
what is-
anyways.
What is the easiest and hardest thing about animating? Any of the things that you have or will done, and what's your process with tackling animation?
Okay, I'm out.
God,
I
the
can
phrasing
literally
on
not
that.
answer.
So the phrasing on
Oh,
that.
that is
So what's the
a
hardest thing for you
multi-parter
to
that I'm. Yeah, God, that's a hard one to answer. So, shortest thing for me to animate?
Easiest thing to animate, I guess.
Easiest. Okay. God, I think one of the easiest ones for me, because it's a lot of fun to do, is I love animating like hair flowing in the wind, looping over and over again. It's almost like therapeutic in a way. I wouldn't say generally it's an easy thing to animate, but when you enjoy animating something, it becomes a lot easier.
Okay, cool. And what's the hardest thing that when you're like, oh God, I have to get to this part of the animating?
Walk cycles. Walk cycles are the devil.
Yeah.
You have to make it seem so organic, or like give something is so mundane that everybody does, like a sense of personality without making it look weird, and I just avoid it at all costs every time. There's a reason why I haven't animated a walk cycle in like a year.
The only thing that's worse than animating a human walk cycle is animating a dog's walk cycle, because then you're animating 4 legs.
I can imagine.
Couldn't pay me.
I can imagine something even worse.
What?
Imagine animating a walk cycle from a member from an employee of the Ministry of Silly Walking. Then again,
That sounds like a
that may
fun
actually
time,
be
though.
easier because it's supposed to not look right. But I remember, if anyone remembers the All Dogs Go to Heaven animated series, I've been rewatching clips of that show to be like, God,
they did
what
a
a
show.
spittin'. Yeah, it was a show on Disney, of all places. But they had like this one music sequence, and the dogs don't walk; they just hop everywhere. It's great.
Oh my god! What?
Because you could just tell they didn't want to animate walking. But okay, and what is your process of tackling animation? So like when you're like sit down and be like, okay, I'm going to start a project. Do you do the traditional method of the thumbnailing, storyboarding it out, or do you go straight into animating? And there is a fly circling around me, and I want to kill it. Sorry,
So
that
I
wasn't
probably
part of the question. That was a personal anecdote.
So I usually probably should be doing a storyboard and stuff like that, but honestly, I just kind of like make it up as I go along a lot of the times, which is awful. And I'm working on making a storyboarding portfolio to apply for a Cartoon Network trainee position right now. So I'm like, if I had been doing storyboards from the get-go, this would be a lot easier, but I haven't. Oh well. But yeah, I usually just kind of make a lot of my animations up as I go along, and I do though start with keyframes, so I can like lay out where the animation is gonna go. So there's like a tiny bit of planning, and I will also compile like a bunch of references because oh my god, in animation references are the most important thing.
I literally put my mirror. I put my desk next to my closet because it has 2 full body mirrors. So that way, if I need to draw or animate something, I can just look to the left.
Yeah, and being able to like record yourself and stuff too also is really, really helpful. Like, I had to, like, on one of the last projects, well, I'm still working on this one currently. I haven't released it yet, but I'm doing a animation that involves a rose falling and like hitting the ground and like petals bursting out. And I spent probably like a good hour looking for a reference for that one thing. Never found one. Never ever found one, and it made me so upset. So I just had to like again make it up as I went along. So yeah, I'm a bad person to ask about that because I like never really plan anything. I just kind of go and hope things work.
And Steven Universe fan looking for an animation of a falling rose. I wonder if there's any connection there. Did
No connection at all.
Did I hit jackpot?
Well, raw nerd, maybe.
If you want to see what video is looking like so far, I do have it on my YouTube channel. It's just hidden, so I could send a link.
Do we get an exclusive look?
Of an unlisted video.
Exclusive look. If I can
You
grab
are too
the
kind
link.
to us, Miss Nichols. You should be Ashley Dime.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I know people have probably made that joke before.
And another.
You know what people actually have called me the most instead of coin jokes? I oftentimes get called Ashley Pickles.
So you're a Rugrat?
Yes, definitely, absolutely.
I'm Pickle Ashley.
Okay.
Oh no, don't, not that meme.
No meme. Okay, so let's see this.
Oh god, it's so sketchy and horrible right now. So this is the video that I'm working on currently for my newest Steven Universe project. It's another animation meme.
Oh,
Your singing is quite nice. Oh, there's a falling rose. I saw the rose. And does it keep falling? The tension is killing me. And there it keeps falling. Yeah.
And there it is.
There was a
an hour of research for just that, like, 0.5 seconds.
boing. I mean, it might have
feel
been.
so bad every time she gets hit. Oh.
I mean, depending on how you how you value your own time, just going to the next store and buying an actual rose and dropping it would have probably been cheaper.
Well, I wanted to see, like, the physics on it of how it would, like, bounce and like stuff like that, and I'm just like, you know what? Forget it. It's
buy an actual rose, ask a friend with a slow-mo function in the phone, and just drop it.
Is it bad that I had a mental image of BDP coming in with this giant bouquet of roses being hey, baby. And it's like, perfect! And you just throw it on the ground.
Happy birthday to the ground.
Exactly.
It's for research, honey. I'm sorry.
It's like, oh, it's okay.
So yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
the
go
newest
cry into
video.
my vector. I'm gonna go cry into my vector program now.
I finally finished coloring that one. I just need to do the effects work on it, and oh my god, I'm so lazy. I don't want to do it.
Well, keep look on her YouTube channel and keep tweeting her with "Finish it, Ashley."
Hashtag finish it. Hashtag finish it. Everybody, go there. Quick. Go.
Oh my god.
They're making you regret this show. I'm sorry.
I am sorry.
Not. But next question. From Denim Ninja, what is your favorite type of character to draw or animate? Well, we all have drawn a little bit, so I guess we can all answer that answer. And ANY's answer will be like,
I hate all of them.
I hate all of them equally. I like drawing humans. I'm boring. I do like drawing for anthropomorphic characters. I just don't get the chance to draw them often. But if I were to say my favorite type of thing to draw, a general theme, I like drawing supernatural things. I like drawing things that aren't grounded in reality. I mean, a series I'm working on that I've been developing, one of the main characters is a ghost whose character design, even the subtle parts, are things like her eyes take up half of her head, her face she has like a super long neck, she doesn't look completely human compared to the other characters. So I'm like, I like that, and I like mermaids, and maybe that's why I like drawing anthropomorphic characters. I like drawing things that aren't normal, and it makes me happy. So supernatural weird things I like. What about you, Ashley?
I like drawing really cute, four-legged characters, which is I think why I attached myself to the My Little Pony fandom so heavily, because one, characters like that are really easy to draw, and two, you can do a lot with them to just make them as adorable as possible, and you can fudge the anatomy on them as much as you want and nobody will know the wiser.
Because it's cute.
Yeah, gotta make it as kawaii as possible.
But yeah, of course, the little bunny likes cute things. What a surprise!
What is the purple
yeah, I could just.
And I mean,
I could just respond. Yeah, I just like drawing my own OCs.
And we also
those are my favorite.
Saw the kawaii earlier in the Dover Boys.
Yes.
Okay, I'm still trying to figure out. I mean, here's the thing. It mostly is humans at the end of the day what I draw, because I'm still in this very early state. And the other thing that I do drawing wise is I'm still in the wrong direction. Also wrong direction. Where is it? It showed up right next to it, and just trying to draw stuff in general. Yeah,
freehanding.
Yeah, freehanding. So I'm not having any favorites yet. I'm just in the state where just drawing in general.
Oh my god, I need to find... I have a panel idea called You Suck, But You Should Keep Going, with a legit panel idea.
It would be directed right at me, I have a feeling.
And I need to find... those composition notebooks you used to have in school that had the weird marble pattern on the top? I have like 2 of them filled from back when I was like 8, 9, 10 of just sitting in front of my computer and pausing a frame of a cartoon and drawing the stuff, and that's how I started doing art.
Hey, it's a good way to learn.
It is a good way to learn. When I was 10 years old, looking up the Beetle cartoon in the public library and drawing stuff. That's one way to learn. But good question. Next question. Back to Enigma Prince, because people aren't original. What is your favorite character? Okay, Enigma's phrasing is weird. What is your favorite character that moves so fluidly and clean in animation, and which character just doesn't work well in animation movement? I'm going to layman term this to, what is your favorite character design and how they look, and what is your least favorite character design and how they look or how they move? And this can be from a cartoon, video, short, anime, or anything.
I think my favorite character and how they look like when they're animated is probably Lapis Lazuli from Steven Universe.
Oh,
because
yeah,
she has so many elements to her design that can flow beautifully, like her wings made of water and her beautiful dress and the ribbon on the back of her dress and all that can move so fluidly. And it's just overall a really gorgeous design. As for characters that are like bad to animate, God, I don't know. I only tend to animate characters that I really like enjoy working on. So like I have no idea how to answer that.
I mean, I had one for dislike. As much as I like the show, but animation-wise, Adventure Time was a hard one for me to get used to. With this very minimalistic, I mean, even with the majority of the creatures, you can be like, yeah, they are creatures, but you also have Finn, who is supposed to be a human, and he's also this blob creature at the end of the day, with the doodle arms and everything.
He's a rubber hose man.
He's what?
He's a rubber hose man. Because he's made of rubber hoses.
Oh,
Have
yeah,
you never heard that term?
No.
So back in the day, if you think back to like really, really old Mickey Mouse cartoons, they have those same kind of noodly arms, and it's called rubber hose animation because nobody has like joints or bones. They're all just rubber hoses. And so Adventure Time reflects a lot of those design and animation philosophies, and that's kind of one of the things that made it so unique. But yeah, the animation style on that show, or just the visual look of it, is kind of jarring.
I mean, it works, but still, if the question was which kind of animation I like from a pleasing to the eye point of view, I have to say, like, yeah, the Adventure Time would be one where I'm having a hard time with really loving the animation.
I guess that could be the way that you can answer dislike, Ashley, is any show or something that you are just like, I can't like this style.
Oh my God, Archer instantly is the one that comes to mind.
It is a show with great writing and crappy animation.
I mean, yeah, that's
visually it makes my eyes bleed, but I think like the weird look to it is like part of the point.
Yes.
But I just can't get behind it. Like, it's just so strange to me. And I recognize that it's like well made and it's good, but it's just so like alien to me.
I get you. I mean, funny enough, Archer doesn't sit bad with me, but yeah, you can barely call this animation sometimes.
It makes perfect sense that the thing that got these people famous in the first place was C-Lab 2021, which was, let's take clips and PNGs and JPEGs from an old, forgotten Hanna-Barbera cartoon and just make their mouth flaps and dub over it and just move them around in After Effects. And that's what got them famous. And that now they have Archer.
Well, they make it work, so props to them on that.
Yeah. I guess favorite character in anime and how they're animated. Eris from DreamWorks is Sinbad. She is what I wish I could animate like. She just is constantly flowing, and I love the part where her fingers just extend out, and when she's in that bathtub thing with all the constellations as her pets, I'm like, sweet mother of Pfeiffer, I want it. I think it was Michelle Pfeiffer that played her, but she was just Beautiful. And then just general.
That's candy for the eyes.
That is eye porn. That is perfect. That is animation. Okay, it's not animation porn because that's just hentai. No, it is. Wow. But one of my favorite styles and aesthetics is actually Emperor's New Grooves' style. And Atlantis, tied with that, and Atlantis: The Lost Empire. The most non-Disney-ish looking Disney movies. I love their giant hands. When you look at Emperor's New Groove, and especially Atlantis, because at least with Atlantis, they took themes from the artist who made Hellboy. They have giant fucking hands. They have yowie hands, and their knobby knees, and just how they're drawn. I just love it, and I love how Cusco looks and how Cusco's animated. Cusco is my husband. He's an asshole, but I love him. But least favorite aesthetic and everything, I could be easy and say Chicken Little. That's probably my movie choice, because god damn, how do you make a movie that ugly? But if I had to say like a show, and I want people to keep in mind, I like this show, but I cannot stand OKKO's art style.
Oh, no, it's so cute, though.
No, here's the thing. It's cute, and I like it standing still, and I like it in the theme song and stuff, but I can't stand... You know how people complain about how Steven Universe has jumpy animation quality? OKKO is that personified. Because I just... For one thing, it took me a bit to get used to the crayon outline the show has, all the characters have, but I can get used to that quickly. It's when you have a serious moment or something, not even a serious moment, and then it's overlaid by this really crappy animation. It's like, because sometimes it looks like an intern who's never seen the characters have drawn them, and sometimes it looks really good. And the disparity is just I get whiplash. But I love OKKO. I can stomach it, and there's some points where I like the aesthetic of the show when it's not moving.
I feel so nervous talking about things like this because so many people I know work on these shows that I'm talking about.
Here's the thing. I respect the people that work on the shows. I think that they're doing good work. However, that doesn't negate me from having an opinion. But if I got the chance to work on OKKO, I would work on it in a minute because I like OKKO. The thing, I really think, like, if you're working on something, you can have friends that respect the work you do, but may have an opinion that is not exactly positive of it.
Well, you know, constructive criticism is always good.
Yes, I just wish the show could be more on model sometimes. I don't mind shows going off model. To me, having that provides a charm which gets thrown away with the increase of shows that are done with puppet animation. I don't mind off-modelness. But you need to have a time and a place for it, and it can't be so jarring when depending on what the context of the scene is. That's my thing. But yeah, so that's my answer to the question.
I believe I already answered my example for bad. Exactly, but yeah, for good, here's, I believe, a very, very rare thing for me to do. I will now move this in conversation to Pony.
Oh
no,
boy.
Because here's the thing, what I really like is very dynamic hand-drawn animation. And, I mean, actually... that's not true, because my second example is not, but yeah, at least the first one is, I have a thing for...
Panache Panda.
Yeah. Okay, we have the completely off-model, everything hand-drawn, and the smooth movement that starts any second now. I think it's a little bit rubbery, and the anatomy is slightly off, I believe, in between, but it's like from the move and everything. And I mean, he has made one or two follow-ups to this, and it's...
Yeah,
I love the flow
there's nothing
of
wrong
it.
with off-modelness and in-betweens.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing. The flow of it is something that I really like. And talking about flow, there's another one which probably is not hand-drawn. This is some kind of computer animation, I would say. But I couldn't even say what it is about it, but
You like the blocks of color?
I believe what I like about it is that it's so highly stylized. Also, this is loud. I already made it.
It is very loud.
Yeah, it's a video. It's already on 10%. I cannot make it. I mean, I can make it a little bit quieter.
Just mute it. You're talking
did
about the
mute
visuals, not
Yeah.
the music.
But yeah, the extreme
Stylization.
yes, stylization, which is, I mean, you could argue that other stuff is also stylized, like, for example, Adventure Time is a certain style, of course, but it's still a style with outlines and everything that goes for, I would say, I'm not sure how to explain it, that it's not stylization, it's just a style. While here it's like intentionally without outlines and with crude angles and shit. Yeah. So this kind of stuff I like.
Yeah, it definitely has a very unique flair to it.
I like that this is like two animators talking about it, and then the non-one down here. But thank you for that question. A question that Wolfhead asked, which I guess is a very easy question. Where the hell can I watch Hazbin Hotel when it drops, girl?
Good question. I don't know.
It's not VV Pop's channel?
So NDAs are a bitch.
Okay.
So I can't talk about a lot of things.
Okay.
But presumably, it will probably end up on Vivzi's channel. But if not, you will definitely know where to find it.
I guess.
You won't be able to miss it, and that's all I can say.
I just imagine the bunny talking with a gun right off screen.
I mean, this would explain. Like, it explains so much. Like, I can't talk about it because of the NDA.
But
the gun
in between,
says NDA on the side.
in between now and then, we're gonna be releasing a lot of little snippets and tidbits, and you will definitely find all of those on Vivzi's channel, like the Angel promo that just released today.
Yeah.
So we're very excited about that. There's going to be a lot to see.
Yeah. And, oh gosh. Okay, one final question from Enigma Prince. He has a thing about Rule of 3. How has your mental and emotional state changed in the past couple of years? And people... from certain events and people, what have each of you done to maintain your stability and grounded state of being? Are we your therapists now? Are we now a TED Talk to you, Enigma?
God, shit just got real.
I believe he had similar questions last time where we gave life advice for free. We should really charge.
Well, yeah, but we'll keep this one shorter because we've been going on pretty long.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
My thing, unless you guys want to go first.
Bro,
I mean, yeah, you can go first.
Don't
my mental stability is like cool, bro. I'm mentally stable, bro.
That isn't too far from the truth. Your whole philosophy is I don't care about anything.
No, but maybe since mine is actually short and I don't have too many ups and downs that actually make it noteworthy. I would say over the last few years, I actually grew more and more stable. It probably came with, this will also be the most boring answer of all. I mean, in the past, I had my own thing. Just earlier, when I tidied up my room, I came across an old broken money box, which I wanted to throw out.
Yeah, the one we tried opening with a knife.
Yeah, which is now completely which is basically destroyed. So I threw it out and I went through the content to see what of the content is worth saving. And among those have been from my early 20s, I believe. No, even earlier, late teens even. Have been a bunch of things where I tried in a self-therapeutic way to just do, I don't know, creative writing or something. Just put a pen on a paper and start writing whatever goes into your head. And I can just show how it looks because the mere look of it is insane. It's like a page just full. You cannot see anything due to the light. Fuck it.
Blinding white. I could see the scribbles.
Yeah, just full, an entire page just full with this. So this will be something very interesting when I'm ever being like super bored, maybe when I'm sick or after years down the line when I'm out of work, like going back there and being like, holy shit. And so yeah, I had my own fair share of first world based struggle as a teenager, as in my 2 years with a stable life, like having a job and finding stuff to do and whatnot. I just grew content and contempt, whatever. And so
no, content. Contempt means you hate something.
Oh no, then I grew content. That's true. So basically, to answer the question, how I got there, I believe it's the most unhelpful answer of them all. I just matured. I just grew up and reached a point in my life where I have seen a lot and I experienced a lot. I learned how to process stuff, even with stuff that really bothers me that's going on out there in the world. But at the end of the day, I just achieved after years. I mean, for decades I have not been 100% okay, but nowadays it's just like, hey, I reached my point where I'm in balance. So if you are in your teens or 20s and you are like, life is shit, and like the good, if not really helpful in your current situation message I have is like, yeah, it grows better. You simply grow more at peace with it in general. Like age
unless
helps.
You have actual shit going on in your life.
That's true. But yeah, if you reach a point of stability, outwards, inwards comes to you as well. If you're lucky, maybe I'm just lucky. I don't know. There are not.
Lucky.
There are enough people in their 30s and 40s and whatnot who have to run through therapy. I mean, many just do it. If they really need it, is a different question. But yeah.
You're lucky.
Maybe I am.
Okay. Oh, you lady. Maybe I am. But what about the bunny?
You know
Do
what?
you have any life advice?
Fucking deal with it.
I'm wondering.
Deal with it.
I'm wondering how real with this I should get, because oh my god,
as you want, as you feel comfortable being.
Exactly. Completely
so
your call.
My life has been unstable chaos for a long time. So mental state wise, I try and put out a very happy, fun, bright persona with all my bright, colorful animations and stuff. But honestly, like mental state wise, I should have been in therapy like years ago, but I'm a piece of shit and I haven't been going because I have horrible social anxiety. So what like helps me personally is spending time with friends, because being around people who care about you, that make you smile and make you laugh, even when everything else is completely terrible and unstable and you're unsure of everything in the world, the one thing that you can be sure of is that your friends love you and that they want you to be happy and that they're there to support you. So it's just kind of a good way to get out of your own head and take a break and be like, oh, things can be good. You know, I can work through these things that are so hard for me right now. Like, God, this is super real and super depressing. But just recently I lost both of my parents. And so that has been really, really weighing hard on me. But all of my friends, like immediately, anytime I need them, just jump into action. They're the best people I've ever known. And so personally, and I've had to learn to do this because I'm, again, socially awkward, that I can lean on them and I can get their support and they'll be there for me. And so that's like my most invaluable asset, like in life, is just friends that care about you, because that's one of the best ways to like help your mental state, if nothing else.
A good support network is a very invaluable thing.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, it makes you think like, the dumpster fire isn't that big. It's only one dumpster. It's not multiple dumpsters. It's not the dump.
Well, this dumpster fire is manageable. I have a whole team of firefighters here to help me.
I don't have just one glass of water. I have a bunch of fire extinguishers.
Yep. Good metaphor.
Yeah. Oh boy. Ow.
Don't hurt yourself.
I like that I go to the gym and go hard, like 100 crunches and weights and all that, and that hurt me. No matter how many weights you get, you still hurt your fingers, your fingies. Anyways, life advice about mental stability coming from me.
Yeah, this is going to be awkward. Welcome to the post show.
No, shut up. No, I'm probably more stable than I probably should be, given what I've gone through in life. I was in a toxic home environment for nearly a decade, mental and emotional abuse, and having a parent who was sick for most of my life that I had to be the caretaker for, just making a Cliff Note version of that novel. And like you said, Ashley, I try to put out a chipper persona of like what I'm doing right now, making jokes in light of it and dark. I use dark humor to cope with a lot of things.
Oh boy.
Great story.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
Great story once. We were playing Heroes of the Storm. Keep in mind, this must have been like maybe a few weeks after my dad died. And someone was like, "Oh, who's your?" I think it was Max, who was like, "Oh, who's your daddy?" Like making fun of me, and I was like,
Probably. This
Not
sounds like
you.
something I would say.
not you, because my dad's dead. And the entire call went silent until someone was like, "Holy fuck, Chrissy!" I was like, "Why?"
That's one way to shut me up.
My coping mechanism lately has been anytime somebody's like, "No, Ashley, don't do that," I always just go, "No parents, no rules," right? Like, just so dark and horrible.
It's dark and horrible, but it makes it hurt a bit less. But yeah, like I last year, basically a year to the date ago, I lost my dad. And after him being sick for most of my life and taking care of him and stuff, and it's hard. And I have a myriad of other mental issues and emotional problems coming from my past, and it sucks. And being young and on my own and self-employed and basically being a 30-year-old. In a 21-year-old body, at least with all the shit that I have to do in life and the responsibilities that I have upon myself. But the most advice I can give is to accept the fucked up parts of you. Accept that you're going to have that shit for a long time. Accept that there are going to be times that you're not stable. And that you have your vulnerabilities. And that's okay. But don't let that define you. That is not you. You are a myriad of things, a sum of many unique variables that are constantly changing. I put up a comic on Tumblr. I like putting up these little comics and stuff that I like to call mental notes. And I have days where I have terrible thoughts in my head, and I don't want to work. I don't want to do anything. I could be bedridden, but the way for me to get past that is I go and work out at the gym. I organize things for myself. I make plans to like go binge watch a show with a friend, or to go to the movies, or plan something later. So I have something in life to look forward to. That also goes with the organizational thing of being like, yeah, I'll get to see some of my friends at this wedding or whatever. And it's those small practical things in life, those small coping mechanisms. And at the end of the day, if you feel like you need mental help, go find a psychiatrist or a therapist.
Therapy.
Listen to Mommy Key. Do it. But a professional helps you so much. But my thing is, you have to accept it. And it makes it easier to do the small things to work yourself towards not a curative state. Because the hardest pill to swallow, and I haven't fully accepted it, this kind of stuff doesn't go away. It is a chemical imbalance in your brain that gets affected by the surroundings around you. And if you've had a shitty life or an unstable life like I have, it has been heightened. But you can find ways to cope and deal with it and get better. And while it may not go away, it is manageable. Find a manageable part in your life. And that's the advice I can give that's realistic and not sugar-coated, is accept and work. Because it is not going to just go away on its own. It's not a cold. It is not something that you can look at a puppy picture and fix. It is something that you have to work to fix in small ways every day, whether you feel strong or whether you feel weak. And that's through a support system, work, professional help, and basically stuff like that. And it gets better. But it only gets better if you take the effort to make it better. I don't know how we end the show with the awkward statement after that. So there's no more questions.
Well, I mean, in hindsight, I feel like I probably should have gone last, but
Yeah,
then again, if I would have gone last, this would have been like, yeah, you girls talk about your actual stuff going on. You know, I'm pretty cool over here, so that's a thing.
I'm just
I
fine.
mean, that would have been pretty gloriously awkward.
A and Y and Key say hi to the people in the chat. The meme is seen on this live stream and talk about random crap. It's time for awkward cast. Random guests and funny gags is the awkward cast. Artists and analysis. You do not want to miss the awkward cast. It's the awkward cast.